Well, I'm Palmer Williams, and this is my brother.
I'm Aphiwe Harston, and this is my sister.
So we have a unique family. Aphiwe is 13 years younger than me. He came home through adoption when I was 25, I think. So we have another sister, Taylor, who's 2 years younger than us, and our mom and dad. I think we're about 60 when Aphiwe came home to be a Harston in our family. So our family is unique and a little different, but so much fun. So when I was in college, I spent a lot of time in sub-Saharan Africa doing mission work and loved my time there. And after college, I decided to go back for a year-long stint and worked in a children's village in rural South Africa. And I distinctly remember the first day that I was there and rolled into the village. There was the brightest smile and the sweetest little guy who met me at my door. And I remember telling my parents when I was writing letters back to them that I had just met this old soul, this sweet boy who would be outside of my window, outside my hut every morning, and just became fast friends. And I came back to America, and I was 21 and single and knew I was not in a position to adopt, but my parents had the means and the space in their house because my sister and I had just left our house, and so I introduced them to Aphiwe, told them that there was this wonderful kiddo who had just become a part of my family already. Would they be willing to welcome him into our home? And they said yes, absolutely. Which they were 60 at the time, and adoption was not on their radar and not something that they knew much about. But the Lord just made it clear to them that there was a boy on the other side of the world who needed a family and who we needed his light in our family. And so they set about on the adoption journey. Our mom traveled over to pick up Aphiwe. She had never really been outside of the United States. And so what was it like when you first met Julie?
Well, I think the feeling was a bit of joy, because someone had told me, hey, there's a family that's in America that wants to adopt you, and all my friends that I've talked to in the village were like, when I get adopted, I want to go here. When I get adopted, I want to have this type of family. I didn't truly really believe, because a lot of my friends have had families but then turned down at the last moment. So I was like, that's wonderful and all, but I didn't believe it until she came. I still remember the exact day, how it was, what the weather was. It was like overcast, kind of raining a little bit, and someone from the clinic told me, hey, someone wants to come see you. I didn't know who it was, and as I was walking through, I saw a white sedan just kind of coming down the big hill, and this woman just kind of walking towards me, and she told me, hey, I'm Palmer's mother. And then that spark inside just kind of lit up, and I was like kind of excited, kind of ready to get out of there. That right moment when she said, I'm coming to get you, I was like, all right, when are we leaving? When am I packing my things? When am I going? She's like, well, there's a few things I gotta do before we leave, but I'm here to get you.
Yeah, so welcoming Aphiwe home for our family was really easy. I think, because my sister and I were a little older, we were already out of the house, and so we got to just be an extra set of hands for my parents and extra support system. Thankfully, we all lived in the same town and all have been part of Aphiwe's life since he got here. But I think for my parents, if they were here, they would say it changed dramatically because they went from being almost retired to elementary school parents. So learning all the new, technology and all the new ways school was done. And so their lives really, really reset in a really beautiful way. I think my dad would say it kept him young. He got this chance to kind of start over. But for my sister and I think we had the time and energy as young, newly married people to get to come alongside and pour into Aphiwe and help my parents when we needed to. And sure, there are hard moments of, okay, you've got to jump into a new school and English is your third language and all the challenges that come with how do we make sure you have the resources you need to flourish when you are coming into a brand new place. I think we're in this funny in between place because we're 13 years apart. So in some ways we're siblings, in other ways we're friends, in other ways I'm sure Aphiwe feels like he has a second and third mom with my sister and I. Of just mama hens making sure. But then I think my boys feel the same way, right? They have this really fun uncle who is not that much older than them that gets to walk alongside them. So I love that our family it's untraditional, but fills in all the gaps that we knew we needed, and the Lord just provided that.